G'day everybody. That time of week again for Sunday chat. Oh yeah, got a bit. My voice activation of my videos is not working. That's why I laughed then. Because when I start the video, I press the thing and it freezes for a minute. I think that makes you want to get into position so that you're in the right posse to do it. Sunday chat. Okay, as you know, we're nearly to the end of November, and on the 1st of December I start my advent calendars, which is every day leading up to Christmas, which will be the advent calendars I got. I think I mentioned this in the past. I had to get 2. Something not right here, because they only had 12 doors, so I had to get 2. And they're different to, I know every year I try to get something different, and this one is different. It's the only ones I could actually get. So I'm hoping that after Christmas I'll go shopping Christmas on Boxing Day here in Australia, where hopefully I'll get some decent ones, some really good ones at a good price. I get them after Christmas because they're cheaper, and I keep them till the next Christmas. And yes, 1st of December is when I start, so stay tuned. As you know, in Australia we are ahead of you, ahead of America and UK. I think, I don't know if I've got anyone in New Zealand, but they're ahead of us. And also I've got one lovely lady in South Australia, which I think she's 3 hours behind us, I think. Yeah, she's 3 hours behind us. So New Zealand's ahead of us. I'm pretty sure New Zealand are ahead of us. I don't know why. It's just the way the earth is created, and everything, different regions, different time zones all around the world. So first I'll introduce my little girl I've got here. I have got little Bridget, and she is Melinda Down Syndrome kit by Jade Warner. As you know, I've got a few by Jade. I'm going to have to do a video where I've done all the ones by Gay. I haven't done all the ones by Gay. I've done all the ones by Margaret. Maybe next story time I'll do all the ones by Jade. And thinking of story time, whether I do a story time in December is I don't know. I will do one. I want to do a special one for Christmas, and which will be probably done Christmas Day, or I might do it Christmas Eve, ready for Christmas Day. I have not decided that yet. But all in all, in a month's time, Christmas will be over for 2020. We'll be heading towards 2021, hoping that 21 will be a better year than 20. That everything that's going on in the world will actually, I don't know what the next year is going to bring us. Hopefully good things, don't we? Bridget, the name Bridget is the name I chose for this little girl, is because that would be the name of the baby if my baby had survived. I was going to call her Bridget. And because Down syndrome babies, they are beautiful babies, they are loving babies, they're gorgeous babies. I'm not saying all babies are gorgeous. Some people think you tell them you got a Down syndrome baby, say, oh, I'm so sorry. But yes, I think I have never, at first you probably feel let down that the baby is Down syndrome, but then you get to know how loving they can be. I have a cousin. He had, I think it was 3 boys, and they were expecting a girl. They were so looking forward to have a girl in the family, and the little girl turned out to have, she was Down syndrome. This is, oh my God, this is years ago. This baby would be growing up now. But I don't know how they would have felt. I suppose expecting a girl, but then I feel I've seen videos and people saying, yes, it is Down, that they find out they're having a Down syndrome, all the tests and everything. But once the baby's born and they get to know the baby and they get to know the kind of baby they have, it changes completely. I know some doctors, I've heard some doctors can feel down for the parent because they've got a Down syndrome. And there is, from what I've heard, there are different, how do I say this? Different varieties of people with Down syndrome with what medical problems they have. So you never know which one you're going to get. So that's why I wanted to get a Down syndrome, because they are special babies and she's a special baby. Following on from yesterday's story time, which was, if you have listened to it, The Owl and the Pussycat, I was going to find out about the bong tree and that spoon. Or the bong tree, I couldn't find anything about it. Everything I searched just came up with The Owl and the Pussycat. And what I found is that they were probably the trees that bongo drums are made out of. Yes, they've got it all here. And the RUNCIBLE spoon it's a fork carved like a spoon with 3 broad prongs, one which has a sharpened outer edge for cutting. Okay, so it's good if you're eating something like some kind of pie, it's got a crust and you want a fork. If you're at a party or somewhere and this fork has actually got a cutting edge where you can actually cut the pastry, so it's easier to cut and it's not going to go everywhere. I know sometimes I buy these little quiches and I have those, and cutting with a normal fork is very hard. I haven't made what I'm going to talk about, and can you see it? Yeah, I put a colour in my hair today, and I only did the top part up here, and it's really weird because because I put nearly the whole bottle, because I wanted to make sure it'd go there. And it's not as soft as it is soft, and not as usually as my hair is. I think I put too much, but that's okay. The last few days I haven't been that crash hot mentally. I don't know what is going on. Maybe it's leading up to Christmas. Maybe it's something, I don't know what is happening. But I nearly was in the frame of mind if I was going to do my weekend videos. But I thought, no, I would do them, because it will be a while before I'll actually be able to sit down, especially with my Sunday chat, and actually talk. But what I might do when I do my advent calendars, I might put a bit of chat in there and what's going on. I'm hoping that I know when I did the story time yesterday, it did pick me up a little bit, and I'm feeling a bit better. I know yesterday I thought, will I go and get a pie? But I got a pie Thursday. It's very early here because I wanted to get this done, because I'm thinking of going to what they call Made with Love markets that we have on over at the Plaza car park. I think it's every 3 or 4 months on a Sunday. I'm not quite sure if I'll go to that, but I know I want to go shopping. As there are some things I want to get. I need to get another advent calendar. You know, I always have 2. I always have the special one and always have a good one, a chocolate one. I've got to get a chocolate one, so I'll do that tomorrow. And what else was I going to get? Well, something else I wanted to get. I'm loving this app now, and I'm so glad that I actually thought of a way to fix the problem where the videos kept cutting out and they only get short one. I just brought I think I mentioned it last week, I actually made it so that my videos and that are actually being saved to the SD card, and I brought a bigger SD card. I mean, I brought a big one. I don't think I really needed a big one, but I've got a big one. Who knows down the track? Of course, my phone is still, I didn't really want to buy another phone. I thought my phone was about 3 years, but it's not. It's only about 2 years old, so not ready to buy a new one, although there are some things on it that are not working, but that's okay. Like the phone app on this phone is not working, but that's okay because I got this other one. And when I get notification of something, like I get a message or something comes up, the screen doesn't bright. That's okay, because I can hear it. I don't have my, I have it on, it's not silent, I can hear, if something comes through, I can hear it. I know the other day I missed a phone call because I didn't have my, I couldn't hear it because I didn't have it turned on. And when I looked for it, I found out I didn't want to talk to him anyway. So I just blocked the number. I didn't want to talk to him. So if you get a number and you don't know who it is, there's a site called Truecaller. Is it Truecaller or Truecall? Something like that. And you actually put the number in and it actually comes up to actually who that number belongs to. Well, actually doesn't happen all the time. It will not show up, but most of the time it will. And if I get a text message or a missed phone call, I'll actually go into Truecaller and actually find out who it belongs to. If I don't know, if it comes up, don't know who it belongs to, they can't figure out, I will just block it. Same with one the other day. I thought, I don't want to receive a phone call from them again, so I just blocked it, which is good because I did phone again yesterday. It was a Friday. My God, these days are going so fast. And we have another hot day here in Coffs. I've got the fan going over there again. I've had the fan going over night time above me. And I've got ceiling fans and they get dusty when you use them. I thought, why would they get dusty? Because they're going around and they're collecting all the dust and that from the air. So I've seen this somewhere where you get a pillowcase and slide it over the blade and then wipe it off. And you go and shake the pillow slip outside. Because I know I've actually cleaned these and I've actually got a bit of rag and wipe it and it falls down. So with the pillowcase, it goes into the pillowcase and doesn't go all over your floor or whatever. And mine are needing to do. And I always wondered why fans got dirty. As I said earlier, because they're going around and they're collecting the dust from the air. They're cleaning the air for us. So girls, if you've got a ceiling fan, use that, it'll collect all the dust and you'll have a clean air. Bridget, might put you down. Who we got next? If you've seen from yesterday, I got 4 little babies with me today. I'm just thinking 24, lucky I have 24 babies. And I've got to choose one every day. So I'll have a different baby every day for the advent calendars, like I always do. Who will we have? I think we'll come up with little Mary. Now, Mary, I'm not quite sure what kit Mary is. She got something on, oh, she has got something on the back. LPH. LPH. I have no idea. LPH. Maybe I'll Google it. Hang on, I'll go on Google and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it took a little while. I put the initials into Google. They didn't come up with, but I did find out the lady who created the kit, and that is Lenka, Lenka. Second name is Polacek. Her surname is Hucinova. So she's from Europe. And the name of the kit is, ta-da, the Malenka, Malenka kit. I actually got that off McPherson's. They're great because they actually have kits by their artists. I called her Mary because I thought, I can't remember what the name of the kit was. She said, I think it was Merryweather. I don't know what it was. And that's why I called her Mary. But found out someone actually told me that that is not actually the name of the kit. And yeah, so now I know. Good way. If you want to know, as you all know, you've been in this community for a while, if you don't know the name of the kit, you go to, sorry about this, you look at the back of the neck. It'll actually have either a name, but this one, it's got the initials, which I actually did search for, and it came up with different things. I couldn't find it, and so I finally found it. I wrote it down, and then I searched for her name, which took me over to McPherson's, one or the other, and I found it there. So I know that. I'm going to write that down, put that in. I actually don't have, yeah, I actually have her. I can put that down, because one day, when I get my last baby from Jackie, which probably won't be now until next year, but that's okay. I'm going to do a video of all my babies, which would be a big one. I can tell you, because I've got tiny ones. I've got little 5-inch ones, which are my little Beringer babies. And we all know Aggie. Aggie is a big baby. I mean, even though the outfit she's got 4-0 newborn size, she's bigger than that. She's bigger than Sally. I've actually got to get around to trying out. I might do that later. I actually have got an outfit that fits Sally, so I'm going to see if it fits Aggie. If it doesn't fit Aggie, I will have to get a bigger size. But that's okay. And she's got to get a special one. So this is little Mary. I think it was Mary. I'm going to have to look around. But I don't know why her artist actually thought she was who she thought she was. And I can't contact the artist anymore because she's no longer on eBay. She's got a cute little face. Look at that face. Isn't she amazing? Now, I know I should get babies dressed for Christmas. And, you know, from the 1st of December, I am going every day doing a little video. And it is really... I'm going to have, at the moment, choose babies that are already in the summer gear, and in between do a change where I'll get babies in the things. And I've just got to work my way around it. Depression is a pits. Depression is when you really don't want to do anything. And it's like, even though the things you should do, you don't, because you just don't have the energy, or it just don't. I know the main thing I should do is actually wash up. I've found dinner plates, like cereal bowls where I eat my breakfast out, but I've got other things I can use, so I do that. I know it was good the other day that I actually washed up. I think I had all the bowls, so I washed up. It was good. Sweeping the floor. When I sweep the floor, I usually just sweep things into a corner so they're there, but they get the day wet. No, I got to pick it up, and my place looks bigger. I feel I've actually been into the next doors. She's in Unit 4. She asked me how to see her little bunny rabbit she's got, and my place is bigger than hers. I mean, I look around. I know she's got 2 bedrooms. Maybe that's why my place looked bigger. My bedroom is bigger than hers. I've got so much more room. They probably could have fitted 2 bedrooms in this unit, which for me would have been good coming into it. But I'm happy with the size and everything. I love it. It just looks bigger. Yeah, this looks bigger. She's also got chickies. She got some chickens from, what are they called? I know you chicken, but she also got baby chicks. The other day, where'd I come? I think I come from shopping the other day. I went shopping. I was coming home, said she was on her way out. She said she got some chickens. Her eggs finally hatched. And she's in the chickens and that. And I think when I went over there, she showed me the rabbits. I said, I really love animals. She really said, yeah, I love animals. And it's... She was supposed to do some work this morning. No, sorry, that was yesterday morning. I get confused. She sent me a text on Monday saying that she had to do some work. some sawing or drilling or something, and she said, is 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock okay? I said, after 9 o'clock would be good. But no, yesterday I had my alarm set for 10 o'clock and I woke up. I know, what day was it? Thursday. I went shopping. And just as I walked in my door, my alarm went off. I didn't realise I actually had set my alarm. It went off at 11 o'clock and I was back. I left here about 10. I didn't really want to go over there because I actually didn't go shopping. I was expecting a parcel, and I was waiting for it. I got an email saying it was coming Wednesday. I looked outside, it wasn't there. I waited. Then I think it was about 3 o'clock. I went online and had a look. Your parcel's ready to collect from the post office. I thought, what? So I went out and sure enough, there was a card left on the screen door. So I know what he did. He didn't knock loud enough Wednesday morning to wake me up. That is what at the moment, my sleeping pattern is really gone out of whack. Sometimes I'm awake all night. I know, when was it? It was one night. I think it was about 5, might have been Friday night. No, Thursday night. I think it must have been, I don't know, early morning before I actually finally drifted off to sleep. And I woke about 10. I thought, gee, I'm awake early. That's okay. But then I was tired. So I put a meditation thing on and I fell asleep on the lounge. I don't know how long I slept for. But my sleeping pattern is really out of whack. Just getting to sleep sometimes. I know I got up during the night to go to the toilet. I thought, no, I'm going back to sleep. So I went back to sleep. And my alarm went off at, what time did it go off this morning? I can't remember. But I want to get up and do this because I'm thinking of going to the Mayfield Love Markets. I know I've got to get, as I said earlier, I wanted to get some things I wanted to get. I'm tired. But tomorrow I can sleep in. It is hard. Hard where all you want to do is sleep, but when you go to bed you don't want to sleep, you get tired. I know when I went over to the plaza on Thursday, I actually had to go to get a script and I know I want to take Aggie over the chemist to show her off. And so I took her with me to the plaza, and when I went to the pie shop, I let the lady know, so this is my new baby. Oh my goodness, I could not believe it. Amazing. And they said, the dimples on her. She is amazing. And I said, do you want to hold? So I lifted up and held it. She's very weighty. And they could not believe how amazing she is. And then I went to, where'd I go? They did my chemist. And I was just so tired because I had to get up and I wouldn't have got up so early as I did, and I had to go out. And I wanted to get back to the pie shop before they ran out of pies. And it is, I know, sleeping. Hopefully one day I get to the stage where my sleeping pattern is back to normal. And of course, it is a pain. Depression is really a pain. And being alone, I do things I had to do everything myself, which is a pain. I know, was it Friday night I did my washing. I thought, was it Friday? Yeah. I thought I went shopping. Where did I go Friday? I went somewhere Friday. No, it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. When I went to shop, I did my watching Thursday afternoon, maybe about 4:30, a bit before 4, 4:30, and it stayed online overnight. So if I don't get up early, I know my washing is done from the night before. So I've only got 4 sets of clothes. That's all I wear. Yeah, I am feeling tired a bit now. And I think once I get this video up and dusted, I might go back to bed. And I don't know if it's leading up to Christmas. I don't know what's going to happen. I think this time of year can be bad for people when you've got a mental illness. And yeah, in saying that, to that one person, I was going to say that at the beginning of the video, I'll put little Mary down. I was going to say at the beginning of the video to that one person who is actually always gives on every single video since my elder sister emailed me. There's been this one person and sometimes there's two, but I know there's this one person who does it, and her nickname growing up, we called her freckle-faced fart ass. I don't know why we called her freckle-faced fart ass. I have no idea. She's two-faced. That's her star sign. She's a Gemini, and she's two-faced. Because she can be really nice, but then she can be really a bitch. I know. I've known that. Which baby will we have now? I think I might have little Quinn. Quinn, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I'm confused. He's confused. I have no idea. Call me him now. His name is it's a long name. It is Quinn something. It's about that long. And that's where I got the name from, was Quinn. Wasn't it? So just call Quinn. And he is a little boy, like all of his ones you've seen. See, he's a little boy. He's absolutely amazing. You know? He's a darling. I haven't got to change him. I've got a busy month coming up. I have to work out, maybe I will do that. Maybe what I'll do, I'll actually have a changing video incorporated in with the Advent video. That's if they're not already changed. But he's okay because he's in summer gear. So mainly my little ones, I didn't really change into winter gear because I only change into winter gear if the ones that I'm going to take out. Now we're in summer. It doesn't matter because now they're in the summer gear. Yeah. Because in winter, I just put a bootie and bonnet to wrap them up. They're just laying in there. And I'm just looking at Bede. Sorry, Quinn. Yeah. Oh, where are we? I'm only going for... this is the second part because I did start before. So I'm going for half an hour. What's been happening? Nothing much been happening. I said depression is really playing up, and I don't know. And I just got to somehow get out of it, work myself out of it. Maybe I think I said earlier that I wasn't actually going to do my videos this week. I thought, no, I'll do them because they'll be the last weekend ones until after Christmas. Christmas Day falls on what's today? Oh my goodness, what today are we? I have no idea what today is. Can someone tell me? I know it's Sunday. Let me see. 13, 20, 27, 28, 20. Today's the 29th of November. Yeah. I remember that because 2 weeks ago, the Friday was Friday the 13th, and that was Black Friday. So Friday was the 27th, yesterday the 28th, and today's the 29th of November. Yeah. Oh, this year is going fast. I mean, it's going fast. I'm hoping that next year things will sort themselves out. I know things in America is going crazy. And I hope what is happening over there, which everybody knows about, actually does come to an end, and that the person who lost will actually really know that he has lost. And he's just a sore loser. That's all I can say. And I'm not into politics. I do not understand politics at all. When I vote for someone, it's at the last minute when I'm voting. But sometimes I think about who I want to vote for before, and I don't think about what their policies are, what they're going to do, or this. I think about the kind of person that they are, the kind of person that I will actually want to run our country. And seeing as what this one person has done in America and how he treats women, and I cannot understand how people in the first place actually voted him in. I know some people are solid, go for him, but that's okay. That's their choice. We all have a choice at who we vote for. No one should put us down because of who we vote for. And I do not like the way this one person who's going out, who's leaving, who got kicked out, how he treats women, especially what he said to his own daughter. He said that if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would probably date her. And I thought, what kind of father says that about their daughter? That is not a person I would like to run my country. And one thing, I don't like to look at him. It may be, I know he shouldn't, but it's just, I don't know. You know, I don't want to know who you vote for. If you don't, that is your choice. That is your decision. That is your right to vote for whoever you want. But if I was an American, there would, in the very first place, when he actually, back in 4 years ago, I wouldn't have voted for him because I just don't like the look of him. And I don't know. As I said, these are my opinions only. If for some reason you like him for some reason, that's okay. You know, I did not put you down for who you vote for, but I think this, and now he's being voted out and he really doesn't want to go. He's a brat. He's behaving like that he should have won. He's won. And it's just crazy. Going away from that, I've seen something come up, and it's Prince Harry and his wife Meghan lost a baby in July. She had a miscarriage. And there's something, she actually come out and was telling everybody, because now to let people know that she understands what it's like to lose a child. That if she was still part of the royal family, or the senior members, there was no way would she be able to say this, because they don't talk about anything like this. So for Harry and Meghan, for what they have done, they have left the royal family. He did it to protect his wife, because for what his mother went through with the press. There's something that she said. She was holding her baby, and she said, while holding her firstborn, she was losing her second. And that would have been so hard for her, knowing that she was losing her baby. It is hard. I've been through that. It is hard knowing that something that you wanted is no longer going to be. This happened in July. I know it come up somewhere, and I thought, what's going on here? What was she talking about? Until I think it was on YouTube, it came up that she had suffered a miscarriage. And they were, of course, they were devastated, wanting a second baby, a brother or sister for Archie. And it is sad. Miscarriages are, sometimes there's a reason for it, but I know if we shouldn't say that. But for me, there was a reason for my miscarriage. My uterus was not made to carry a baby. That is why I lost the baby, because of my uterus. It was just not shaped correctly, and it was shaped like a cow horn. And I realized that as the baby was growing, it got to the part where the tube, where your tube attached somewhere, and it was too wide and it couldn't stay attached to the wall of the uterus, and it just detached itself from the wall, and that died. I don't know if I've actually, I think I might have said this in a past video, is that one thing I can say is that I actually held my baby, although I didn't know what it was. I was at my sister's place waiting to get a call from the hospital to go to have a D&C because the baby was dead. And I went to the toilet, and when I wiped myself, there was this on the toilet paper, and I didn't realise at the time what it was. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't think to keep it in case there was. I just flushed it down the toilet. It wasn't until about a week or so later that I realised what I did. But in saying that, when I thought about back then how I flushed my baby down the toilet, it did hurt. That is what I did to my baby. But now I can say that I actually did hold my baby, even though I did not know it was my baby. I now think back, wishing I knew more, wishing that I had actually kept that and actually taken it to the hospital. And maybe I might not have had to go through what I went through for the D&C, and they would have had that to actually, because a week later, when I went back to the gyno to actually get the results of the D&C, they said there was no sign that I was pregnant. There was nothing. It's like there's nothing there. They thought it might have been a tubal pregnancy, but my hormones were still going down, which was really good. So I just rushed. I do feel for Megan. She had Harry there with her to go through this. I know I was alone because it was my choice to go through it all alone. My family didn't know that I was trying to fall pregnant. And I didn't tell them that because I don't know. It's just I didn't want, but probably because they would say, "Oh, you're stupid," or they would have said something to make me feel down about what I was doing, because I did this because I just wanted to be a mum so much. Oh, it gets worse as I get older, because you see women around my age and that now they're grandmas, they're nanas, they got grandkids, and it is hard. You know, and to freckle-faced fathers, you know who you are. You are sick. I can tell you this because I know you are. You need help. Not because of what you're doing to my videos. I don't care. But it does sometimes. I think you are sick. You have got a mental illness. I know you do. I've always known that you do. But you... I would tell everybody, this person, my sister, back in 2005, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I don't know how long afterwards, if she seen anybody with a scarf around the neck, she would go and ask them if they had cancer. And lucky that this one woman said, yes, she did. But what kind of person goes around asking people, because they've got a scarf on their head, do they have cancer, if they had cancer? And also, another story about the same person is that she was following a friend of another sister around the supermarket. Everywhere this other woman went, she went. She was following her. She was going after her, talking about this, talking, blah, blah, just going crazy. Until one day, someone else, she actually confronted what was going on about something, told her where to get. She told her to shut up. And I so wish that I was there and seen the reaction of freckle-faced hard ass. How she reacted. Someone stood up to her and told her where to get, because she really needs. So if you are still watching this, could you please actually get help? I got help. I'm on medication for my depression. I am now seeing a psychologist to help me through stuff, someone to talk to about stuff. But because no one's actually probably said to her that she needs help, but if someone said to her she needs help, she would say, no, I don't. No, she would just brush it off. I probably shouldn't talk about this to her, but because, you know, you want to give me the thumbs down, you keep doing it, and I will call Peter. I will contact Peter. You know who Peter is. If you watch, so you know who Peter. I will call Peter and I will contact him, and you will actually get contacted from him. So if you don't I've been bullied, and I feel that what you are a bully. With what you're doing, I don't know why you do it. It does not hurt my channel. It helps my channel. I didn't realize it does until Stephanie said once. She welcomes thumbs down. But when it's the same person every week that is doing this, you are a stalker. You need to stop doing what you were doing. How many others do it? Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you need help. I would never do what you're doing. I know I'm a better person than you. But you know what? You will get a phone call or something from Peter. And you know who Peter is. So, in saying that, I think it was last week I was talking about this, another Reborn artist who's selling her babies for over $2,000. And how she says that she can do that is she said that dolls from America and Europe are worth more than that. I have never paid $2,000 for a Reborn. Never paid $2,000 for a Reborn. My one from Stephanie, which is my most expensive one, was nowhere near $2,000. This lady has got the same kit she has done, is the same kit that is going to be my Jackie baby, and she has got $2,200 on this kit. Now this lady, I've only seen Jackie's work online on her videos. That's the only time. But from seeing that and there's other ladies, Jackie's work is a lot better. And the hair, Jackie does amazing hair. From what I can see, Jackie's hair is amazing. Jackie puts a lot of love into hers, as does Stephanie. If they're not feeling too crash hot, whatever reason, they don't do it. They wait. They've got to wait until they're in the right frame of mind that they can do their work to the best of their ability, because they want people out there to get the best work. And you've all seen my Aggie doll. my Agnes. You've all seen Maddie. Maddie is a Stephanie doll. Michael is a Stephanie baby. I think I've only got 2 of Stephanie's. They are so much better work than what this lady is charging, $2,200 for a kit. I've actually been over there and commented on her. She said that I'm saying her babies are ugly. No, her babies are not ugly. It's just that her babies are not worth $2,200. No Reborn doll, and I mean the vinyl ones, you can never pay that for a doll. And thinking now, it's like I've seen this, it must have been Etsy. But why would she go onto Etsy? She's now got a YouTube channel, and but she doesn't do, she is supposed to be an artist. She's only a new artist. From what Margaret told me, she's only new. And her videos are not actually, you cannot see her face, you cannot hear her speaking. All you see is doll. She doesn't do changing videos. She doesn't do something to actually interact with the dolls like Stephanie and Jackie do. Like we all do. We all interact with our babies. And being an artist, people want to see who you are. Actually, she is on Facebook. And so you see but all you see on Facebook is the kind of person, I shouldn't say this because I know so much you might have voted for him. And it is her art. If you've been over to her channel and have you watched her videos, you will see the kind of work. Her videos are maybe 2 minutes long. And that's all she does is showing the baby, moving his arms around. She doesn't actually talk about the kit, doesn't tell you anything. I know she's new, but if she's been watching other videos, I actually haven't found out if she's done any videos or not. I don't, what other channel she's on. But I did mention Stephanie's name and Stephanie's channel. No, I actually told her to go and watch these artists, other artists, and find out what to do. But it is really, even in, your about part on YouTube, where you go into your profile thing, you got about. She's got nothing written in there. I should actually update that. But I'm not putting her down because of her artwork. Her babies are cute, especially the same kit is what Jackie's doing for me. That the artwork I feel is cute, but there's no way will I pay $2,000 for it. No way. And when I put a comment on there first, she said, "Oh, the hates and all this. Oh, all these haters, don't listen to them." And she explained, as I said, in America and in Europe, you pay this much. I thought, you don't. On somewhere, was it on Gumtree, she said someone actually had brought one of her dolls. And I do really feel for them. Put this down a bit. I really feel for the person who's actually brought one of her babies. Actually, I can't call. They are beautiful, but to pay that much money. She's got 14 subscribers. I don't, as I said, I don't like the video. I never dislike a video. Never. Once I see it, I always like a video. I never dislike a video. I never actually give it the thumbs down is what I'm saying. Never. If I don't like a video, I just don't interact with that video. If it comes to a stage where I'm following a channel and I get to the stage where I don't like their videos for some reason, I will just unsubscribe to them completely. I know if I tell someone about this this Reborn artist, she will probably do a video. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go onto one of the videos and let her know, so that, because people, I hate seeing people being ripped off. They think especially, she reckons if you pay cheap for a doll, you just get a cheap, you get a cheap doll. But it depends what you mean by cheap. For Ruby was my very first reborn, my very first. I paid, what's it, $150. I didn't know nothing about reborn dolls, knew nothing. This is going back, actually it is 7 years. So it's coming up, the 23rd of December will be 7 years since I had Ruby. And I knew nothing. And I wasn't actually until, I think even before I moved, is when I would want to get another one, but I didn't have the space. It's when I moved that I actually started really getting into it. I can't remember how I found YouTube, I've actually got my very first 3 videos I did. They're ready to be uploaded. I'm not quite sure when I'll upload it. I might wait until, let me see. I've been doing this for 2 years. Yes, I'd be 2.5 years. It'd be 3 years on the 3rd anniversary of them uploading in the first place. I will upload this. There were 3 videos, but I've actually created them. I've put them together ready to upload, but they're just one video. And I think they're so cute. I think I'll wait until the anniversary of me actually doing that video. And it was just videos. There was no intro, no nothing. It was just uploaded them. And since then, the reason I created my channel was because I just wanted to showcase my babies, to be a part of this community. I know there are parts of this community that are not good. Because there are people out there who are bullied. There are people out there who actually are putting others down, and everything. I know there's another artist out there who was confronting, saying that she's a smoker, and people have brought her dolls and say they smell of smoke, and she said that she doesn't smoke. In saying that she does smoke, that's lying. I haven't watched her for a long time. I've seen this on another channel, and if I unsubscribe to a channel, there's a good reason why I unsubscribe to a channel. And very rarely do I unsubscribe to a Reborn channel, but I said it has to be something. In actual fact, not do I only unsubscribe from them, I actually, for some reason, I block them because I don't want them finding me, because I don't want to find them. But one thing I can't stand is you realise you get your subs are going up, but you didn't actually get a notification that you got a new subscriber. And that's what happens when a person has their channel as private. Even though they can do videos, and you cannot see them. I would prefer, if you are a subscriber to me, that you aren't private, so that I can see you, that I can have a chance to do your videos. In saying that, because I've got one last look, I have got 255 subscribers, but I'm not subscribed to 255. Not all of them. I think my very first subscriber is not a Reborn channel. You can actually go back in time, well, not really, go back and find out who your very first subscriber was. And my very first subscriber was not from the Reborn community. How's that? And my biggest subscriber, who's got the most subscribers, is of course Stephanie. And yeah, Stephanie follows me, and subscribes to me. And I don't, Stephanie, if you watch, you know, I know, you know how your opinions, what you say is what you say and what you believe in. I respect you for that. I respect you standing up for what you believe in, which everybody should. But just because you respect that for what you think doesn't mean everybody believes in the same thing. But we respect you for that. And that is what being an adult. I have heard of people unsubscribing to Stephanie because of what she has on her channel. People grow up. We are adults. And others allowed to have their own opinions of people. They're allowed to vote for whoever, they're allowed to like whoever they like. But just be an adult and respect them for who they are. I do not like who she voted for. But do you see me unfollowing her? No, because I'm an adult. It doesn't worry me. Because and she knows that. She knows that reason why I do not like this person. As I said earlier, I'm not into politics. No way am I into politics. And she knows that. And she knows why I wouldn't vote this person. I know, I remember we had one person, a female, and I actually voted for her, and Mum was shocked that I voted for her. But that's my right. There was one person I voted for, mainly everyone I voted, mostly people I voted for never get in. But you know what? It doesn't worry me. And there was one person I voted for because of the way I loved how he spoke, the way he stood up, the way he presented himself. I feel that more than anything is something. You don't want a person who doesn't speak right, and who, the way they speak, the way they stand up, the way they present themselves. That is what I look for when but then again, I don't watch the news. So I'm thinking of that. Queensland is a state just north of New South Wales, up the coast there. And they had a state election a couple of months back. And I heard that this one person did not realise that her state had an election. And the reason being was, she's in Western Australia. Where am I? Over that way. She's in Western Australia. She's been stuck in Western Australia for seven months because of the COVID. And she did not realise. So she'll actually get fined for not voting. But I was thinking, have we had to vote too? When I realised they were voting, do we have to vote too? Thank goodness, no. Because as I said, I don't watch the news. If something pops up on YouTube I want to watch, then I will watch it. But otherwise, if it's something that is something I want to know, I will watch it. But otherwise, no. There's something else I want to talk about. America and Canada. I hope you all have had a great Thanksgiving. Australia, we do not celebrate Thanksgiving because it's an American and Canada. It's to do with your country over there. It's nothing to do with Australia. We don't do it. Just like you don't celebrate Boxing. You don't celebrate Anzac Day because you're not part of the Anzac. What else do we celebrate? Boxing Day is also a public holiday here, but then yous don't have that. Although we don't celebrate anymore because shops are open. What else? There's different things. We all have our different, like we don't have the 4th of July. We used to. Every country has their different holidays. And in saying that, I watched something on YouTube the other day. It was in Australia. It was an Australian TV person on a show. And they were talking about, of course, I think it was about the election over there. And at the end, the other guy was an American. He wished this other person who was Australian a happy Thanksgiving. We don't do Thanksgiving. do Americans know anything? I'm not putting this down. Do you know anything about Australia? Do you know where we are? Well, we know you celebrate the 4th of July. You also celebrate, I think, President's Day somewhere. And I think your Veterans Day is the same day we celebrate Remembrance Day, the 11th of the 11th. The 11th hour of the 11th month. It's when the war ended. You have Veterans Day. It's the same day. We do it for the same reason, except different names. I'm trying to think of another day that we like we have Australia Day, where in my eyes I don't actually celebrate, but that's where we can remember what a great country Australia is. You know, that is what I think about Australia Day. It's a day to remember what a great country we are. I know that in the past we have not been a great country because of how people from the past have treated the Aborigines of Australia. And I know it's the same thing for with the American Indians. Because I was watching an episode of Medicine Woman. What's her name? Dr. Quinn. And there was something to do with Indians. And this one person said, oh, they're not citizens. And I was shocked. I mean, this was a national American. Not national American. He was the indigenous American. He was an Indian from America. And this person said that he was not classed as a citizen. You know, the same thing happened here in Australia for our Aboriginals. They were not classed as citizens. They were not even recognised even though they went to war, they helped fight for their country, they were not recognised as when they returned. It is just so wrong. People judging people because of the colour of it. I've said this in videos before. People judging people by the colour of their skin is so wrong. And it's... I was watching... What was I watching? I was watching something. It was a movie. And it was set in the 50s or 40s, 50s. And all the women were sitting around talking. And they were talking about stuff. And the lady said, oh, they've got a laundromat there. You know? But remember, you only can wash your whites. You can't wash your coloured ones. You only can wash your whites there. Because it's got a sign saying whites only. Now, and the other woman said, how do you know? She said, it's got a sign saying whites only. And she thought because only white clothing can be washed there. But they actually said, yeah, that is not correct. That means only white people can do their laundry there. And this lady was shocked. Because there was an African American lady there with them. And she was shocked that she could not wash her clothes in the same place as the whites. And it is. I know I've seen a lot of movies in America about segregation, how you had different schools. You couldn't drink out of the same bubbler. You couldn't do this. What did they think was going to happen? What did they think? They were going to catch something because if they drank out of it? And even racism, you're not born with being racist. You are taught it. And it's the way parents and people act in front of kids in how they get onto it. And kids will say something and they don't know what they're saying. I've always accepted people for who they are. You respect me and I'll respect you, and no matter what colour, what religion. Oh no, I've said this before. It sorry sounds like a record. But it's just, I mean, it just gets me how people can put another person down because of their colour. And how. And in saying that, white is a colour. Yeah, people say coloured. I thought, white is a colour. And it is. We are a colour. We are part of the coloured part. There's whites, there's browns, there's blacks, there's whatever colour. We are all a colour. No matter, it's just, I can't, as I said, we weren't taught to be, I went to school with a girl, she was an Aboriginal. And I just thought, no, she's just a different colour skin. I didn't realise that she was an Aboriginal. I just thought she's another person with a different colour skin. But in saying that, I didn't think anything less of her because of the colour of the skin. It just, we weren't taught. It wasn't, I don't even think there was anything in our home that would put someone down because of the person they are. And yeah, and that's how I am. This world, there will never be peace in this world if people do not respect each other for that. If people, especially with religions, and people don't accept people. If like with 9/11, it was Muslims, wherever Muslims come from, and because they blamed every Muslim for 9/11. But it wasn't. But in saying that, no one really knows what happened with 9/11, which it goes back to 1969 with the moon landing. In my opinion, what I've seen, the moon landing never happened. It was all set up in a studio somewhere, and they just faked it. Because who was actually filming it? When he put his first foot, supposedly on the moon. Who was filming that? For him to do that? Had to be someone outside filming it. I have no idea. And it's just a lot of 1969. That 1969 was last year of high school. Sorry, not high school. Primary school. My last year in primary school. 1969. A long time ago. What are we in 2020? 69, 79, 70, 30, 51 years. 51 years. Where does time go? Things you plan, think that you want to do, you want to get married, have a family, and grow old, give it to someone. I wanted to have a family. But it never happened. I wasn't able to. And I remember saying, they were talking about we're getting married, having kids, how many kids. I said how many kids I could. And I think maybe that's why I've got so many reborn dolls, because I've got as many as I can. And I love the people's reactions when I go out, and it helps me. Especially when I took Aggie out the other day. Especially the ones in the pie shop and the ones in the bakery, in the pharmacy over here. They know my baby. They know I have them. And when they seen Aggie, oh my God, you know. I didn't tell you who I'm holding, did I? This is Bede. And he is the Blessing Kit by Marita Winters. He is such an amazing baby, you know. And he is such... I met his artist when I went to Adelaide a couple of years ago. I had him in the pram, had him in this beautiful outfit. Everybody looked at him so cute. And I was standing at this table looking at the dolls, and this lady come around and she said, "That's my baby." I said, "What?" She said, "That's my baby." I said, "Really?" I said, "You sent me the link to the website." And I said, "Yes, yeah, I did." And she remembered it, you know. And he is... I know when he was an emotional box opening. And I will find that and I'll stick it up here somewhere. He was an emotional one. I thought Aggie would be an emotional one, but Aggie wasn't an emotional one until last week when I did last week's video. And I know this is probably longer, but I feel like I've got no one to talk to, and I'm talking. So I hope you get to the end of this. And It's sad that I've got to rely on talking to a camera and hoping someone out there will watch it all, and hoping someone out will learn, hoping someone out there will actually think about what they do. If they feel, especially when it comes to Stephanie, if you unfollowed Stephanie, unsubscribed from Stephanie because of who she voted for, think about it. I wouldn't unfollow Stephanie just for that. And one thing, someone on her thing noticed that they couldn't find her in Instagram. I went, yeah, I couldn't find it. Didn't know where it was. It had gone. And it seems like Instagram took it down. They took her off, closed it down. Same with her YouTube channel, because she's talking about, you know who I'm talking about, who she voted for and how she's standing up for him and everything, which is, I actually said this on Patreon to her. I thought, how could you vote for someone who is not actually, does not like gay marriage? And that Trump actually said that in a video. I said this, how could you vote for someone who does not like gay marriage? We all know Stephanie and Jackie are an amazing couple. Amazing babies, creating videos are amazing. But how could, I know, I'm not saying I'll put it down because of it, how, you know, even though I said in another video saying that Trump's wife said that he stands for gay marriage, he's the first president to do this. But next thing you find out, no, I do not support gay marriage. And it seems like what I was hearing is that it could have been overturned. Which I thought is so wrong. So very wrong to overturn something. If you don't like gay marriage, the only thing to do is do not do it. That's it. Don't marry. If you don't like gay marriage, don't marry someone who's gay. That's it. Let people love who they want to love. And I know in Australia they had to have a vote to see if it would become legal in Australia. So it was like other people were deciding whether I could marry. And I can remember driving down, I've been up north somewhere, and on a holiday, I was driving down, I was listening to a talk about radio about this, and I was actually crying because these people who did not respect us as people, as humans, think they had the right to choose if we could marry. Did we choose? Was there a vote to say that they could marry? Was there? I don't think so. It is so wrong. And it's 2020, people. As I said, if you don't like gay marriage, just don't do it. People should marry who they want to marry. If people want to commit themselves to whoever, let them. How does it affect you? I'm not saying you there, I'm saying to anybody, you know, because my thumbnails represent who I am. This back here represents who I am. And I'm proud of who I am. I do hope one day that I do find someone who will be the person for me, who will be the person who will respect me for me, who will be a person who will not lie, who will not cheat, who will support me, be there to support me. And in saying that, oh my goodness, the urge to get a cat, to have a cat around it's there. You know, that I noticed this last week. I don't know. I'm not allowed to have pets because of what happened to Tigger and why I gave him up in the first place. I don't know if I can do that again. Maybe, but then again, I'm in a better place at the moment. Maybe. I don't know. then back then I was working. Then the expense is the food, is the kitty litter, and there's hair everywhere. I don't know. Life can be a bitch. There are so many times I wish that things were different in my life, that our family were a more sensible family, that I know one of the people I do not want to have any contact with thinks I hate them, but I do not hate them. I do not hate anyone. Hate for me is too strong a word to use it against another person. I might hate a certain food, I might hate a movie, I hate music, but I never say I hate a person. Never. I dislike them, call them an arsehole, call her a freckle-faced hard ass. That makes me laugh. Oh my goodness. I think I should go, because this is a long movie. So yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. Oh, Bede. I didn't say who Bede was. Bede was my grandfather. That was his name. And I didn't, most of my babies, if you're new to my channel, most of my babies, I didn't choose the name. They chose me. I know some of the babies like Agni, I chose that name. Maddie, I didn't choose that name. That was Stephanie's name. Hannah, I chose that name. But some of my babies are babies from names from people who actually passed over, who have died. As I said, Bede was my pop, and the names actually come to me. And that's what happened. Whether it's when I've purchased, adopted and paid for them, I look at the photo and the name came to me. Or if when I'm doing the box opening, I'm there thinking, okay, a name, and it will come to me, and it is amazing. It's always someone from my family who have passed on. And Bede, my grandfather, he passed away in 19, that seems so long ago, 1970, I was going to say 1996, 1976. And that's a long time ago, that's 80, and it's 44 years. Oh, 44 years since he passed away. Oh, it's a long time. And at this stage, I don't know when I'll be getting back up north to go and visit the graves. I do that when I head up north. I do the cemeteries. I go to Vic's. I go to Frank's. Vic is my great uncle. Frank is my uncle. He was my father's brother. Then I go out to the Lawn Cemetery and I visit Nana and Pop. And Mum and Dad's ashes are in the same. And also, they're in the lawn. Frank and Vic are at the Bray Park Cemetery. Nana, Pop, Mum, Dad, Trish and Helen, they're actually at the Lawn Cemetery at Moolumbar. Nana and Pop were actually buried. They weren't cremated. But when Dad died, he was cremated and his ashes put in with his parents. Then when Mum died, her ashes were put in there as well. But Helen and Trish, they're in another section with just the ashes. So I do all them when I do them. I know when I had to go. I know I had to go and search for Trish's, and I know when Tony, which is Trish's eldest boy, he didn't know what to do with the ashes, didn't know where to take them until, I think it was, I don't know who, was it Dad? They drove out to Moolumbar, out to the Lawn Cemetery, and Tony felt that was the right place to go because that is where Nana and Papa was at the time. My I am at this stage, I've actually got it in my will that when I die, I am being cremated. I do not want a funeral. And my ashes are going to be scattered on Kingy Beach. Kingy Beach is where I grew up, and that is the only thing about Kingscliff now, these days, that I love. Oh, good stuff. That is, if I go to Kingy, that is the only place I look forward to. And when I don't think I did a drive around there before. As I said, I don't know when I'm going around again. If you want to know about Kingscliff, do a Google. It was a beautiful place when I grew up there. We moved there in 1966, just after Dollars and Cents came in. That is when we moved there. It was such a beautiful place growing up. I loved it growing up. I'm glad we grew up there. We moved there from Terranora, which was a bit inland from Kingscliff. But we moved to Kingscliff because we need, I think it's because, what I can remember is for buses to get to school. And because at that stage, because I was about 7, 8, I'd already started school at St. Joey's in Tweed Heads, and we moved there probably to get closer to the buses. When I had to go to catch the bus to Tweed, I actually had to walk down the street. But when I had to catch the bus to go to a high school in Moranbah, I just had to cross the road. It came down the street. It was good. But I so much enjoyed growing up in Kingscliff, but no way would I go back there to live. The one thing, Freckleface Fardas lives there, and she works there, so I would never go there. I've been there on holidays, as you know. I've been in to where she works, and lucky I've never run into her. And anywhere up there, I would not run into any family member. There's one I would run in. If I'm going up there, I'll let her know I'm going up there, and we usually meet up for something. But she's the only one. Other ones, especially around Tweed Heads, Tweed Mount, there's no way I will run into. Especially there's one person I would not run into, and she is the BITCH. Cannot stand her. Actually, there's a lot of my family members I cannot stand. I think in my family, I'm the most, even though you all know I have mental illness, I have anxiety, depression, and borderline personality disorder. Even though I've got that, I'm the sanest one in my family. I think because I have accepted it, not that I like it, but I accept it. It's just something I live through every day, especially with depression. My anxiety is not as bad, and it's been good. Depression is the thing that is what I struggle with going through at the moment. I have no idea why, but it's something I've got to do. So I should go, really. I might wait. I might go shopping tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. So I want to get this up and running and going, because this is a long one. As I said, I don't talk to anyone much. The only time I talk to someone if I run into a neighbour outside, or when I go to the pie shop, or get me script, or go to the lolly shop. I get me must sticks. I had to get I usually get fruit sticks, but they didn't have any, so I got 2 fruit sticks. And I also we got an ice cream called Gay Time. Oh my God, beautiful. I love, but they don't have triple treats. Oh. I know I've got to go. I don't want to make this video too long, but it's hard when there's no one here to talk to. I know one of you have reached out to me by email, and I want to thank you for that. And it's hard. You know, I'm not volunteering because of what's going on with me medically, what's going on. And I've got to work that through. I'll figure out what's happening. I've got to get that right. But I email the volunteer coordinator each week, but she stopped writing. She's not replying to my emails, and I have no idea why. The other week I ran into another volunteer when I was out shopping, and I asked her, was she there? Is she still there? She said, yes. I said, she hasn't gone. No, I said, I've emailed her, but she hasn't replied back. And I don't know what's going on. And it's like, this is where the part of my borderline personality comes on, is the abandonment issues. And that is the one thing I am scared of. And for her not replying, it's there, that abandonment. Why isn't she replying? What is happening? What have I done? I know I've done nothing. I've just let her know what's happening. And she hasn't replied. And even after I spoke to Carol in the shopping centre, she said she was going to ask her. And I still haven't got a reply. So I don't know what's going on. I thought of maybe trying, no, I can't even go to the volunteer because my anxiety will kick in and I don't really want to go anywhere. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to get myself together if I want to be nice. If I want to, not nice. I'm always nice. I'm going to go out tomorrow. I want to, what time is it? It's too late for pie. No, that was yesterday. Oh. I might go get a nice block. He'll be still open. Yeah. So I might go get this going, get a nice block, do something. I might get the bottle of lemonade. I might do that. What do you reckon, Bede? As I said, he is The Blessing Kit by Marita Winters. And he is such, oh, the artistry. He is such an adorable little boy. Look at him. He hasn't been changed for a long time, but you know what? It doesn't worry me. So we was, oh my God. I nearly forgot Joanne. I didn't nearly forget you, but you knew who I nearly forgot. Turn your head around. I think he thinks he's Linda Blair sometimes. This fella. Yes, I had to bring Garfield. I should go because this is getting a long one. I think it's longer than I've done because... So we will see you in our next video, which will probably be Tuesday. Unless I get the urge and decide to change one of my babies. I've got to work out, go to my babies and how I'm going to actually, which video. Because it's $24. I've got to have 24 babies, have one baby for each day of the week. Each one, so I'm going to do 24 days in a row. And so, as I said, there'll be no chat next week. I might see that story time. It depends how I'm going. So that I said no more chats until after Christmas. I will actually do a bit of chat in with that. And I will decide then. So everybody, thank you again. If you have got to the end of this, thank you so much for being there. Life can be hard sometimes for those of us with a mental illness. I feel if I didn't have a mental illness, I wouldn't be like I am. I wouldn't, if I didn't have anxiety or depression or borderline, I would be a lot saner than I am. I wouldn't, things would be so much different. I probably would have been still driving cabs because my depression is what got me out. They kicked me out because of that. They wouldn't take me back. But I can't go any longer because this is going to take a long time. So I will see you on whenever. If I don't see you before the 1st of December, I will see you on the 1st of December. And the 1st of December in Australia is the start of summer. Although I think it's started now. So everybody, we'll see you then. So we'll say goodbye to Garfield. Bye-bye. 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 And this. So we will see you then. And I hope you have a good day wherever you are in this beautiful world. Look after yourself. Take care. Stay safe. And try and be happy. And Joanne, I should do that at the beginning because I don't know if you get to the end, but I do hope that you are feeling better soon. What they will fix up the problem with what is going on with you. It's not nice being sick, but you got Michael there to look after you. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.